am a young woman of 25 years and still in the beginning of my youth, and I want to live like other girls. I laugh, sigh, rejoice and spread and see my beauty and see my sweetness. And we are not in our financial condition. I mean, 7 people and friendly other than Papa and Mama. I mean, 9 people, Dad and Mama. And Daddy takes a simple pension, and there is no eating or drinking. Even Daddy, my eyes, I don't know how to get us clothes so that we can wear, and the demolition is only on us. We must suffice for a year and we prefer to wear it. This is from the back cutter. And I prayed to my mother, because there were no birth control pills during their days. Nor any method of birth control. I mean, the medicine was still not progressing like now. That is why Mama, may God be with her, brought us behind each other and above each other. These are other than my sisters, but they died from Mama when they were young, and Mama had 6 sons and daughters. Of them, he was born and came down with him for a week and dies, and among them was he only reached a year, and after that he dies, a weak descendant lies in him. Praise be to God, my sisters and I. Except that we preferred with Mama and Papa. And because we are poor and at the end of our situation, we do not know how to live and we do not know how to eat or drink. That is why my father married me to a man who is about 20 years older than me. I mean, I am like his daughter. I was 25 years old and my husband is 45 years old. I mean, there is a big difference in age. And frankly, I was happy because I will be able to live in poverty, and I will see a good life. What does it mean to be a big man? Not important. The important thing is that he will let me live a good life and a good life. And Baba took possession of it, because of the money and Josie Haj Mansour when he came to him. He told Baba that he would let me live a good life and I would live in one of his palaces. And I said no problem. And Haj Mansour Josie had a large shop and a large mall under his building. We were married on the 2nd floor, that is, above the store. And Josie Haj Mansour, an internal staircase worker from the shop, was driving upstairs in our apartment. And for that, I used to make him eat and take him down from the inner staircase, because no one could see the customers except those in the shop. When I went to lunch or eat for him, there was a young man who worked with him. His name was Khalid, and he was the right arm of Haj Mansour, and he was only taking food from the pilgrim. One day, Haj Mansour was traveling to find a job for the shop, and he went outside on that day. And of course Khalid, but he was staying up at the place of the pilgrim. And it is only closed shop. The shop was closed from the inside and went up on the 2nd floor in order to get out on the outside from the back staircase. I was fascinated by the calm light, and the whole light was floating. And Khalid came out and met the calm light, fascinated by it, and at that time I felt that there was someone emerging, and I looked at the young Khalid next to me on the bed. When I stretched it, I found hands resting on my waist and feeling it, and my hands were softer than those of a Josie, and it was a beautiful and delicate feeling the first time I felt it. I blew out of my feet and tried to keep it away from me, but I didn't know because it was so long and wide and I couldn't handle it. I was afraid to scream, better to do something. He took me in his bosom and plumped on him and said to him, "Why don't you fear?" He put me on his chest and put his hands on my stomach and on my waist. And then I surrendered to what happened. I surrendered myself to Khalid. Of course, because Josie Haj Mansour is an old man and does not leave behind. Akmani made a relationship with Khalid, who is young and in good health. She became pregnant with him and 2 months pregnant, and the scandal will remain with him. It is true that I had fun with Khalid for a while. But I created a problem for myself and a scandal that I did not want to do. I spoke to Khalid and told him to divorce Haj Mansour and marry me. I found him, he told me, in Psor Salish Bay again. And he locked the headphones. And after what I was in the glory of God, he lifted me out of poverty. I look like I will go back to him again, because I was supposed to thank our Lord for the blessing unless I was in it. And this is the wife's reward for not betraying her husband and controlling herself, and she was afraid of our Lord. And his 10 protections and the man's devotion did not take away his name and position. Okay, I am 2 months pregnant. Verse. Be honest with Haj Mansour and tell him I do not ask him for a divorce. Medicine and this child will be his father. And who is it but Hayrabe? Khalid but Tifash and Sapna, and no Haj, but I will protect him. And the boy, when he comes to the world, he will write in the name of Maine. His father the dog ran away and left me and abandoned me. In the end I want him to say to every girl, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And you are behind the devil. Because the devil has a long stroke and his end is short. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And wait for me tomorrow with a new video from real life.